Mental crisis Leah here. You know the vibes. I never thought we would end up back here. But look at us. It is 12 a.m. on a Friday. Well, it's now Saturday. And your girl is going through it. The past couple of months, I've been telling myself, I'm okay. I'm okay. But I think today, I'm saying I'm not again. I'm realizing I don't sleep. And I'm realizing I don't have motivation. And I'm realizing I'm not being as presently there for my son as I should be. And I'm realizing that I need to make a damn change. And me being me and me knowing that nothing's ever gonna fix itself until I fix itself or fix it. It brought me here. Now, I don't know how to say this all without it coming out wrong. But I'm tired. And I'm not tired like I need sleep. I'm just tired of waking up every day and it feeling like forever to get through the day. And I'm tired of waking up and feeling like I'm not good enough or I'm just here. I'm not trying to be a crybaby, but there's hella shit going through my head and I don't know what to really say. But I do know that if I'm feeling this way, there's somebody else out there feeling the same way. And your girl's almost 7 months in to being a mother. And it went from being the most beautiful experience to now turning into being the most dreading, confusing experience of my life. And it's hard for me to say all of that because I don't want it to ever make it seem like I regret my child or I don't want my child, because Kamir, I love you so much and he knows it, and that's not the issue. My love for my child is always going to be there. I think my love isn't ever going to be enough if my head isn't physically there to be there for him. And I mean it in an example that I just don't have motivation. I'm waking up and I don't even want to wake up. And I know me waking up and feeling like that, he's feeling my energy, and I only know that he's feeling my energy because it's coming down to the point where he's just unhappy with me. And I'm noticing it because he acts a certain way with me, but it's also very hard because I feel like when it comes to me asking for help, it's an inconvenience. And I'm not trying to come here and I'm not needing a support system, and I'm not needing anybody to feel bad for me. I'm posting this and I'm filming this for me because I genuinely know I don't want my son to grow up feeling the way I feel today. And I mean it in a big spectrum. I'm 21 and I still to this day cannot talk to anybody about me and my emotions. And I'm not the type to fish my son off, and I'm not the type to give a responsibility to somebody else. And the past couple of months, I've been so mentally checked out that I've been worried about everything I could do to cope with things to get me through the day. And I mean it, like, it's hard when being a parent and you don't want anybody to make you look like you're not doing enough, or you're a bad parent, or you do this and that. It puts me in a position where I feel like it's not about me, which it isn't about me anymore, but it is about me because I am the one doing the damn thing. And I know we haven't really talked about it, and I know you guys don't even know much about my situation behind it all with baby dad and everything, but that going to the doctor and talking to a therapist to do so isn't gonna help me. And I mean it in the slightest way, just because I've done it before and therapy did nothing but make me feel worse. And I also don't believe in taking medication, because if I'm taking a medication to alter my mind, as soon as I stop taking this medication every single day, my mind's gonna go through a whole mental fuck up again, and I'll end up in the same exact spot that I'm in now, to where I feel like I truly believe that I could get over whatever I'm feeling. I just have to do it and work hard towards it and do it myself. So with that being said, I want to take you guys along this journey with me, because it's different this time around, because I've definitely been depressed before. I'm very self-aware of what's going on. And even with me being as self-aware as I am, I'm still falling into a place that I didn't want to. I'm not sure what happened, but my phone is overheating, so I had to switch. But being told from my mom today, in a perspective that I never really looked at it as, being told that I was 4 years old, being diagnosed with ODD and OCD, I think I never really processed it all in my head that literally everything that I'm dealing with now started at a very, very young age. And it had to do with the inconsistencies in my life. It had to do with ways I was treated in my life. And I'm not saying that I was mistreated, but I was definitely unheard and very different. And I think now that a lot of things just add up, it's very, very scary to see this all happening to my son. And I mean it. The last thing I ever want my son to think is that he is the reason that I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. And I don't want him to ever think that his mom don't love him because of the way that she acts. And I'm not saying I show that, but what I'm saying is sometimes what I do could possibly not be enough. And I mean it, like, I have the energy to make him a bottle, I have the energy to change his diaper, I have the energy to feed him, I have the energy to put him to sleep, but I don't have the energy to sit there and lay with him on the floor and talk to him. Snap the fuck out of it. Snap the fuck out of it, bitch. Because it's not the wave no more. I just need to know how to move forward and break the generational curse of strong faith that I need someone to tell me, Leandra, you're not alone. I feel like this too. I felt like this too. Or Leandra, it's okay. Or Leandra, like, you're not a bad person. You're not a bad person for being in this position. You're not a bad person for feeling this way, because it's a lot of mix-ups. Like, I'm like, dang, I am trying so fucking hard. But then there's always the people from the outside in that are like, well, why aren't you talking? It's took me a long time to sit down and talk about it with you, or even sit down and talk about it to anybody, just because I feel embarrassed and I feel guilty. My goal this year is to really make it a priority to make sure my happiness is there, because I know once my happiness is fully there. And after realizing today that no matter who it is, no matter what the situation is, no matter how you communicate it, no matter how you ask, no matter how you talk to somebody, they will never understand the real reasons why you act the way you act, why you do the things you do. And I think a lot of people tend to forget that people have reasons, even if they don't know the reason for things that they do. And I mean it in a sense of not an excuse, but as some real shit. If somebody is going through something, it's going to be hard to reflect that in a positive way in their lifestyle. And I mean that with anybody. That means you guys will be seeing my face a lot more. I'm sorry that it seems like I'm only filming when I'm in distress or something goes wrong. This is seriously just my only getaway, and I try not to necessarily depend on anything, but I think that this is the only thing that's gonna work. So I started 2022. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from, because I don't want to look like somebody or something that I'm really not out here. But I love the position that God has put me in. I'm just not loving the feelings that come along with it. I just wanted to make it real clear that this has nothing to do with how I'm loving my child and how I love my child. It just solely has to do with the fact that I cannot presently be there with him in a mental, emotional mind state like I was able to when he was born. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Turn notifications on for me, because I'm telling you guys, regardless on if I'm crying, happy, or sad, you guys are gonna see way more of me. And I'm sorry that you guys have to see me like this for me to be like, I'm back. And I keep on always saying I'm back, but seriously, something that's to give. And I hope I didn't say too much, but it's genuinely what I am going through right now. And I don't think there was any other way I could get it off my chest without talking about it. And shit. So on that note, it's about to be 1 o'clock. Baby's sleeping. I want to say I love you guys so much. Also, by this time, the birth story vlog should be posted. There's a little story time with all of that, which I will film and hopefully post soon. But the only reason why it took so long for me to edit that video is only because that was the most craziest point in time in my life. And if I'm being real, the first months of my child's life, I felt like were more important than picking up a camera and talking about my child and how great he is. I love you guys so much, and I should see y'all in my next video.